Welcome back to Scotty's Outdoor Adventures. On this adventure, it's Barrett's birthday adventure. We went on a little road trip all inside the state of Washington, but we made it out to the Goldendale Observatory. And then also we went and climbed Beacon Rock, and we stayed at a nice glamping Airbnb out near Goldendale. So we'll give you a little tour of that and also show you some of the stops along the way. Here we were at Horse Thief Lake, and they have some petroglyphs there, so I pulled over for a little bit so Barrett and I could check out the petroglyphs. There's also a nice little cliff there. You can look over the lake and watch the fish jump. So we had fun there for a moment along our path. We made it to the Goldendale Observatory and checked it out before nighttime fell. And we were just looking out here. They have a human sundial, and depending on what month it is, you stand there, and then they have the times of day going around.
Hey, it's still 6, even though it's not on night. Dad, it's still 6, even though it's not on night. See? Because I'm not on night.
Oh yeah. So it's pretty close though, because it's a little after 6 p.m. Hop on, yeah, so it's pretty close. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Little human sundial here. We also walked around the backside as it was not yet open, and then we went back to our Airbnb. Got some picnic area out here, and it's kind of high up in the valley. Decided to come back tonight. Well, Barrett and I made it out to our destination for the night. One of them before we head off to the observatory to check out the telescope. But it's a beautiful night here out in the woods. And tonight we're staying in this nice glamping tent. But has a fireplace over here and a bed and a couch. And then we'll go over here real quick. Little outdoor area. Yeah, there's a burn ban, so no outdoor fires today. Picnic table and a water spigot. And a little wash station here. Got our outside bathtub over here, and I think it's a composting toilet, and our shower right here. And you need to go to the bathroom, so we're about to figure that out. Anyway, should be a pretty good night. Well, Barrett and I are headed out to go look through the telescope and see what we can see, but it is beautiful out here where we are spending the night. Do you hear the birds, Bear? Found a rock. Sure is pretty out here, huh, Barrett? It's a nice night. Oh yeah, let's look at them. Yeah, that guy has some antlers, huh? Let's see who's over here. Hello. That's pretty cool, huh? Beautiful night. We're about to go on our adventure inside the observatory. It's gonna be awesome. Well, inside of the observatory, they have basically like a classroom type place. Here where you're seeing these screens, and you can kind of see there's arrows when I pan to the wall here and there. It's just to help you know which way to walk around and kind of keep order inside of the large telescope room. So we were making our way around the room, following some other people to have our turn before it got dark to look at the moon. It was about a quarter moon, and but you know, you could see the craters pretty well. And for Barrett, it was a new experience. So we were kind of just taking our little tour and taking our time, reading about the Goldendale Observatory and its history a little bit before we got to go up the stairs to look in the eyepiece of the telescope. And on the side of the telescope, you can see the eyepiece, but modern telescopes don't really use lenses, it's just mirrors. And most modern telescopes, that's one of the rangers going up who is actually kind of leading one of our tours. Anyway, like I was saying, modern telescopes, lots of large modern telescopes, they don't actually have lenses, it's just mirrors. And they don't actually have eyepieces. Most of the large telescopes now are just hooked up to cameras or computers to help us see the images, as we can see much better, and cameras and computers can absorb the colors, giving you much better images. That's part of why lots of times people say, is that color even real? Because when you look at it with the naked eye, the images aren't quite as fantastic at times, but with the camera, you can truly capture the colors that are there. Oh yeah, you can see it through there, huh? Alright, here's Barrett doing his experiment. Show me, Barrett. Oh, pretty cool.
And I'll show you the other one.
The ranger was talking to people next to us, so I decided I would just do a voiceover here. There was a telescope outside and the large indoor telescope, but we got to see Jupiter and some of the moons of Jupiter you could see. We saw some star clusters. We got to see a ring nebula, which was pretty cool. You could see the green and pink colors of the nebula. And then they took us into the classroom. You can see in the background of the video clip there. And that's when Barrett got tired and fell asleep. So we did not stay till the end. We made it to about 11:40 at night, and then we headed back to our Airbnb to get some rest for our next adventure. Well, we just got back from the observatory. Time to head to bed. To my surprise, Barrett actually managed to stay awake almost the whole time. We left about 20 minutes before midnight. Now it's time to hop in bed. Well, Barrett, what did we do tonight?
Oh, we went to look in the giant telescope.
You got to go look in a giant telescope?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the green donut?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what it's called? A nebula? Yeah, so we got to see a nebula, got to look at the moon. We saw the International Space Station, and we saw the Chinese space station go over in the sky. Got to see a star cluster and got to learn quite a bit. And now it is actually like 12:30 a.m. So it's time for us to turn off these wonderful lights and go to bed. Well, while he was going to sleep, I went outside and tried to capture a couple photos of the night sky myself. It only seemed fitting for our adventure. Get those teeth nice and clean. Well, had a good night rest in our tent, and I'm gonna take a shower before we take off. This is my kind of shower. Nice views in here. Well, Says we can see Mount Hood, Mount St. Helens, Mount Adams, Mount Rainier. Did you see the mountains, buddy? Can also see that cool cabin over there, huh? Let's zoom in on that guy for a minute. Don't think anyone's been in there for a little bit. Anyway, let's see. So, Mount Adams over there. And if you go that way, you can see just barely the top of Mount Rainier poking out over the hill over there. And I think over there is the top of Mount St. Helens, way off in the distance. And of course out here, got Mount Hood poking out over there. Anyway, we're just on our adventure for Barrett's birthday still. Alright, are you ready to climb up the rock? You think you can make it all the way up there? It's a ways. I think you can do it though. Entering the gate on the Beacon Rock Trail. Got the Columbia River out there. Got some Pacific Northwest clouds going on. It's a beautiful day though. There's Barrett heading up. Hello. How you doing, buddy? Good. Making our way up. Taking more shortcuts. Pretty good view out there. Just watching the train. Now you want it to be cold because now it's too hot? Yeah, you warmed up from running up all these switchbacks. I want to show you what I found. I was looking off the cliffs, and if you look right down there, I saw our van.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, it's where we parked, right down there. Oh yeah, did people scratch writing in there? Well, buddy, I think it's time to go down. Alright, should we keep going? Alright, let's keep going. Making their way up the wall.
I always keep on running when everybody waits. Following this heart of mine.
Barrett and I just checking out some train action over here.
Gun ready.
It's getting ready to go.
Just heard us, right?
It's what makes me feel alive. Nothing can stop me now. I feel alive.
It's a pretty big place, huh?
Nothing can stop me now. I feel
Yeah. I don't know, maybe someone wrote something.
high over that mountain where the wind is calling me, leaving all my fears behind.
You do.
This flying breeze. It's what makes me feel alive.
Huh. I don't know.
Nothing can stop me now. I feel alive.
I'm gonna go look at the river.
Nothing can stop me now. I feel alive. Nothing can stop me now. I feel alive.
Where are we going?
Oh. And of a cliff.
We're gonna go look off the cliff a little. All right. Go see if there's any fish jumping.
Come and pick me up.
It's a long ways down. Yeah, I can see a group of fish down there. Well, if you made it to this point in my video, you must enjoy it. So please give this video a like, and we will see you on my next adventure. Feel free to comment on things that you like, or if there's different types of videos that you would like to see, please let me know. And until next time, get outside and have some fun.